Thank you for joining us to learn more about the Route 460 project, Southeast Virginia. In February 2015, the Commonwealth Transportation Board approved the preferred alternative, with improvements spanning 17 miles from Suffolk to west of Zuni. The purpose of these May 2015 meetings is to keep the public informed on the status of the project and on how environmental work is proceeding. The purpose of these improvements is to construct a facility that is consistent with the functional classification of the corridor and sufficiently addresses safety, mobility, and evacuation needs, while also accommodating freight traffic along the Route 460 corridor. Presently, the existing Route 460 does not comply with current design standards for similar roads. Safety is a large concern. The fatality rate is greater than the average for similar four-lane roadways. Studies by the military indicate that highway access routes in the region have significant potential to cause delays to a military deployment. Travel delays on the current route are exacerbated by the roadway deficiencies, causing unreliability in travel times. In the event of an evacuation, nearly 1 million vehicles would leave the Hampton Roads area. Route 460, a designated hurricane evacuation route, has over 22-hour clearance time during a Category 3 hurricane. The accommodation of freight is also important in our region. Currently, daily truck volumes on Route 460 are higher than the national average. As Virginia's ports grow, truck traffic is expected to increase. Currently, over half of port cargo is moved by truck. Lastly, the jurisdictions along the Route 460 study area have identified economic development priorities related to transportation improvements. Throughout the environmental study process, public feedback has remained important. Already, VDOT has held more than 40 meetings, directly reaching out to over 1,000 people. VDOT continues to meet with individuals and groups in an effort to mitigate impacts as much as possible as the project advances towards its major milestones. By summer 2016, VDOT anticipates a record of decision from the Federal Highway Administration and a permit review and decision from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. As the facts developed in the draft supplemental environmental impact statement, it became apparent that the end-to-end alternatives studied over the 55-mile corridor were too expensive and affected too many acres of wetlands. The study team worked to develop lower-cost, lower-impact options that addressed the overall project purpose and were a responsible improvement for the benefits obtained. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers was an important partner in this deliberation, and the recommendation was formally submitted for response. The Corps has responded in writing, indicating that the recommended alternative appears to be the least environmentally damaging practicable alternative, or LEDPA. The Corps approval and decision on the LEDPA is an important consideration for moving the project forward. Considering this recommendation, the Commonwealth Transportation Board approved the location for the preferred alternative in February 2015. Among its benefits, for the 17-mile extent for which improvement is proposed, the preferred alternative provides an evacuation capacity of over 13,000 vehicles an hour and the ability to reverse the traffic flow in an evacuation event. In addition, it improves safety and mobility by separating local and regional traffic. It also provides an opportunity to restrict through truck traffic along existing Route 460. Projected time travel savings of over 800,000 hours associated with the preferred alternative would save approximately $12.6 million a year. The 17 miles of improvements included in the preferred alternative would consist of a new four-lane divided highway between a new Route 460 58 interchange in Suffolk to west of Windsor. From west of Windsor to west of Zuni, the existing Route 460 would be upgraded to a four-lane divided highway and include a new bridge across the Blackwater River to eliminate long-standing flood problems. Since the Commonwealth Transportation Board's approval of the preferred alternative in February 2015, the study team continues to develop a more detailed understanding of the anticipated impacts. Fieldwork activities are currently underway and will likely continue through the summer. Moving forward, we anticipate submitting a permit application by the end of 2015 and obtaining a record of decision and environmental permit decisions by summer of 2016. Right-of-way acquisition and construction cannot begin before these federal approvals have been granted. The final Supplemental Environmental Impact Statement, or SEIS, addresses draft SEIS comments, documents the action of the Commonwealth Transportation Board, and includes updated analysis for the preferred alternative. Upon completion of the final SEIS, the Federal Highway Administration will issue a record of decision. This decision will identify the selected alternative, present FHWA's basis for decision, and outline commitments to avoid, minimize, and mitigate for impacts. Concurrent with the development of the final SEIS, a Section 404 permit application is being prepared. Field investigations are underway, which include wetland and stream delineation, threatened and endangered species habitat surveys, geotechnical borings, and cultural resources activities. The roadway design will be further developed at this time to avoid and minimize impacts, and mitigation procedures will take place for unavoidable impacts. Coordination with permitting agencies continues throughout this process. Public involvement remains important to this project. Please visit our website for updated information and to sign up for the Route 460 Project e-newsletter, or call our toll-free information line at 855-460-4600. We appreciate your patience and cooperation as we perform our task of planning and designing improved transportation facilities for your community and the citizens of the Commonwealth of Virginia.